Powered by Riverside.
It's the Dynasty front office, and we are building you championships one trade at a time. I'm your host, Jesse Steeman, and I'm here with the three best friends I've ever had, starting with the auspicious Austin Bell. How are you tonight, Austin?
I remember why I hate football. It just took 1 week, and
Yeah.
I remember why, like May and June, I was way more excited than I am at this point. But on a less selfish note, week 1 of fantasy's done. We're into week 2, and that's pretty awesome. So I'll take that part. But how are you?
I'm great. I'm going to give you a story about how things can turn around for you. So I started the wrong play. I started the wrong quarterback in a home league. I was down the whole time. Lamar came back, scored me points, and I ended up winning by 1 point, right? In a game that I had no business winning, just mostly because of Lamar. So just remember, even when the day or the night looks darkest, dawn is just around the corner.
I don't know that he's talking about fantasy.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fantasy podcast, so let's do that. Oh, I forgot. Forgot you're a Panthers fan.
Yeah.
And my main man, Chad Mendoza. How you doing tonight, Chad?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, not really, but yeah, no, the Giants suck again, so I'm miserable. But yeah, things don't change. Things are always the same. Everything sucks.
Everything sucks. And Major Mike Casper, how are you tonight?
Yeah, Bo Nix sucked, but my team won, so there we go. No, I'm glad to have football back, Jesse. Glad to have fantasy back. Everyone in my redraft leagues thinks I'm a scrub because I lost on Monday night. But here we are. There's hopefully someone takes my advice still.
It was just a terrible week, full of terrible play, drops.
Wide receivers,
horrible.
man, it was awful for wide receivers.
I mean, the Eagles should have lost. If CeeDee Lamb is just normal CeeDee Lamb and doesn't drop 5 passes, we lose. All right, so we're just gonna make a rule right now. None of us is gonna spit on each other and get kicked out of the podcast, right?
Yes, no spitting here.
If you spit first, though.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Mike, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us when we're not podcasting?
Yeah, find us on YouTube or Facebook. Search Dynasty Front Office, or Twitter X at Front Office FF, and our Discord. Come on in, links in the description. Get your trade questions answered, redraft questions, anything. We'll help you all out. Build these things together.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised for the first Football Sunday how active it was. That was a lot of fun. That's going to be my place to go on Sundays. Because I can't go out for games. I kind of have to be by myself. So it's nice to just have a Discord to talk when I want.
We understand as an Eagles fan why that is.
You should.
I think the greatest thing of the weekend was Chad adding a channel for overreactions and just foolish nonsense. That was like one of the funnest channels to just post ridiculous stuff in.
Yeah. What was that, about the third quarter of the Giants game? Is that about right?
Yeah. It's like, when you're watching football or you're like reacting to how your fantasy team's doing, and you're like, man, I kind of want to say this, but I know it's probably not true or probably not going to happen. It's just that thought in your head. Just this chat's just for that. Just throw it out there. Let everybody see it.
It was
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I cursed Emeka Egbuka's name. Those were both daggers into my heart.
Oh,
poor guy.
Feels so
Mike,
bad.
Did you finish? Okay, Discord and Listener League.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got a Listener League, and we're gonna have giveaways and stuff. So if you're interested, we always have one new player a year. Pretty fun league. Had a banger of a trade go down today for Spencer Rattler. So get yourself in there. Let us know if you're interested.
It's the sucker that traded for him.
Yeah, the guy with one quarterback.
Hey, he looked better than Bo Nix and Bryce Young and Russell Wilson this past week. So take it for what you want. And honestly, Jalen Hurts too, if we're going to be real. But
I mean,
Um,
obviously, everyone wanted to hold me over a barrel for a quarterback this week. David Donaldson decided he wanted. Okay, Chad, you're on a new track. David Donaldson decided that he wanted to charge me 2/3 for Mac Jones. I mean, I offered him a third. Don't get greedy.
People paid a second for him in a few leagues I'm in.
Wow.
I offered two. Oh,
Yeah.
I offered 2/4 for Rattler. Mike countered with a third and a fourth, and I on principle, I can't pay more than I can't do that. So I just rejected it in anger. And then I cooled down a little later and sent it for a third. And I didn't like doing it. It made me very nauseous. But since I have Shuck, it sort of guarantees I have a third quarterback.
I mean, he looked decent, much better than he did last year.
Yeah.
Either that or Arizona's really bad, and we'll probably learn some of that this coming week.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see more of that out of Rattler. He's still a mini me.
I mean, like I said, it was much better than I expected. Wasn't scared to throw the ball down the field either.
No, I don't think he's ever had that problem. It's just he's too small. You know,
Well, I mean,
he's too
that's
small and the
week one.
arm's not amazing.
There's time.
Yeah,
It's week
exactly.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's time
absolutely.
for him to be Spencer Rattler. No worries. All right. So I know from the people that are sending me sleeper messages, I know who's not listening to us right now. In the listener league. Speaking of, yeah. So we are somebody's gonna get relegated. It's probably gonna be me or Austin.
Yep.
So when that happens, there's a spot open.
Though, I have one of the players that's in our trade banger this week, and so I'm about to have 2 starting running backs. So watch out.
All right, let's get to that. Real quick, the rundown. This is a really fun episode, by the way. So we're going to do the trade banger, a little Dynasty Feud, because I heard there's a little something brewing between y'all. And then we're going to cool it down with some hold, flip, dump, and then get into the overtime. I have a doozy for that one, too. All right, Chad, you got my trade banger this week?
Yeah. So we've got a league format of 12 teams, Superflex, half-point tight end premium. On one side, we have Kenneth Walker III, and on the other side, we have a new face, JCM, or Bill, and Wandell Robinson.
All right, so it's tough after week one because we're all pretty shocked what happened with Kenneth Walker, right? Is that going to keep happening? Is that a 50-50 split?
He had one more touch than Charbonnet, which is this is the first time in Charbonnet or Walker's career that Charbonnet had over 10 touches when they were both healthy.
Both healthy. Yeah, I'm pretty concerned.
So it is an interesting thing to see for a week one usage.
Yeah, I don't want him as my RB2 or 3, to be honest, right now.
Yeah. It might be something to just try to keep him healthy, because when he's got bigger workloads, he always goes down. But
exactly, you have this big back. Why not use him for the tough work? Which means the volume is going to go way down for him, and he's still going to get he's going to have his moments, I suspect, this year, but it's going to be way more boom or bust than it ever was, and it was really already. So with that, you have to balance this rookie. What was he, a 7th round pick or was he undrafted?
7th, right? Pretty sure he was 7th.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Actually, before we get into that, I need to know, Bill came from some video game he used to play. Do you guys know what that is?
No, it's from Little Bill.
No, it's
a
from
TV show.
Oh, what's Little Bill?
A TV show.
Yeah.
That's the name of the show?
It's a kid's TV show. It's
a kid's show.
I don't feel he grew up, friends said he looked like him. So he's just kept it ever since. Said he was cool with it, and that's where it came from.
Literally heard on the broadcast last week that it was a video game he used to play. Those guys need to do a better job.
Yeah. Well, it's commentators. They're almost all terrible. If it's not Greg Olson, I don't really want to listen to it.
Greg Olson is great. I do like.
No, he's Greg the best one in the business.
He is a good. Yeah, he's fantastic.
Does Kurt Warner still do?
He does.
No, he does. He does the pregame stuff, doesn't he? He did.
But he did the Friday night game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did the Friday night game with.
And I do like Kirk Herbstreit. He's good too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm good with Kirk.
Chad, you stopped recording.
So this trade banger, where are we at?
Yeah, well, we're talking about a rookie 7th round pick versus Kenneth Walker. That's a kind of a crazy thing to think about.
Yeah.
They were telling us all preseason that this was going to happen with
Yeah.
Sharp and Ken Walker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would probably stick it out with Kenneth Walker, to be honest. For me, it's not a whole lot of opportunity on the other side. I mean, there is to go up, right? But it could be Isaiah Pacheco 2.0. But that's just not. I don't know. I just feel like Kenneth Walker could still have a massive finish. It could be a thunder and lightning kind of thing with him and Sharp. So we've seen committees do well before. It's uncharted territory. He's definitely dropped a little bit of value, I think, but I'd rather take that chance with someone who I know has the talent when healthy.
Yeah.
Chad, you're uploading, so you're good. What do you think of this trade? Since you're the one that proposed it to us.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I would probably take Kenneth Walker still at this point, but I'm not excited about either side. To be honest with you, Kenneth Walker's got to he's got to look better if they're going to split 50% and him be still fantasy relevant. So, yeah, I mean, Charbonnet looked better than him week one. Neither one of them looked great. They were playing against San Fran, so that's something. But the next couple of weeks, I think is going to be pretty critical for Ken Walker's value going forward. As far as how people see him, and if you're going to try to move him, it sucks moving him now. But I mean, this could be the peak before the huge fall. So
Yeah, that's true. Austin, what are your thoughts?
I need a much better piece than Wandale Robinson. I mean, the production can be fine, but for Dynasty, he's probably never even reaching just a plain second in value. Like I don't see Dynasty managers paying anything more than their late contender second. So he's basically at his peak now. I mean, he gets the production and nobody likes him. So what's it going to take for him to get any more value? And I'm not risking a week one rookie, even though he looked good, over a guy that we've all had roughly top 15 in Dynasty after 1 week. Just feels like a very risky trade that more times than not will bite you in the rear end coming 2 months from now.
I will say that the upside for Wandale Robinson, it's there, although the window seems narrow to me. It's just that if the Giants become a good offense. So if the Giants were to become a good offense and Wandale Robinson is the move the chains guy, becomes the number 2 target in that offense. I mean, Neighbors kind of already the move to chains guy, but if Wandale is the guy that sort of mops up the rest of it, I could see him being a valuable depth piece. As of right now, I still I'm so spooked on Walker. I'm going to take that side. I'm going to take the Bill and Wandale side and hope that I've got a replacement for a very spooky player that has already been boom bust that I don't want to live with on my roster. Hope that I've got a replacement for him, knowing that Eckler looks super slow. And then maybe I'll have to throw Wandale in on a bye week or a super injury week or something like that.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you're probably not getting JCM, as crazy as it sounds. You're probably not getting JCM in a second for Walker at this point. Probably not going to be able to.
JCM's worth a late first, basically, right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shoo. Well, here, I have like 7 shares. Let me put them on the board.
Yeah, you should.
Let me shop them. Because, I mean, I was a fan. I think I was the only one that mentioned him in our RB show back in April.
Yes. And you're the reason I have shares of him, by the way.
Yeah,
I have 3 or 4 shares.
I was a fan. I think he was 20 for me. But, a first that's a whole different league. He can go and I'll have 0 shares if he's worth a first. I'm going to be honest with you. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I would.
I'm not guaranteed.
I would hope to have 0 shares of both of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that would be ideal. I'm going to say you're not guaranteed to get a first for him in every league,
of course.
But that's the value I'm seeing him go at.
Well, y'all about to get some sleeper notifications because he's going on the board.
I am getting sleeper notifications.
I told you.
Actually, I'm
gonna do it before I forget.
All right. So
anything else with it?
Yeah, I guess I'm the only one taking Bill. I'll say this, and that'll be the last for me. If he has a week where he goes off for 100 yards and a touchdown or two, that really solidifies that price, and probably good luck getting him for that price.
Yeah.
He's already got this glow that people like him. He's kind of the anti-Kyron in that sense, where people just didn't like Kyron, but they sort of like Bill.
Well, I mean, he's a better running back than Kyron, but that's a different discussion we're going
Whoa.
to have.
Woo! That's spicy.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to think about now just because we're really before, if he does take off, we're at before that point, right? But I mean, try to think back to as you guys were saying, like Pacheco early on, and how high his value got really quickly, and then guys like Dameon Pierce even, who was a top 12 valued RB at one point, pretty early on. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. Like I said, I don't want, for what these two players are going for, I don't want any shares of them. Unfortunately, I have more Walker shares than I care for at the moment, but both pretty scary prospects right now, as far as their futures go. Volatile.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah. All right, that's Trade Banger of the Week. Send us your Trade Bangers of the Week in Discord. Join the Discord. It's free. Why not? Like I said, really fun place to hang out on Sundays. And if you need trade advice, that's where you go. All right, so I hear there's a feud between y'all. We're going to settle it right here with a little Dynasty Family Feud. I like that. I practiced that fade out.
Good job.
Good job.
All right, gentlemen. So 100 of our listeners were surveyed for these answers. Ready for the first question?
Is the rule raise our hand or talk if we're going?
Your name is your buzzer. So just say your name.
Yeah.
Or we could try this hand raise, but I won't see that.
Let's not try that then.
All right, gentlemen. 100 of our listeners surveyed for this question. Top 3 answers on the board. Name a quarterback that surprised in a positive way in week 1.
Austin.
Chad.
Austin.
Daniel Jones.
And I'm sorry. The rule is you get the first one, you keep going.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, sir.
Justin Fields.
Bang. Let's talk about these guys. Let's talk Daniel Jones first, because I think that was the biggest surprise.
Yeah.
He came out and scored in every single possession on Sunday. It's the first time it's happened this century.
Who would have thought? You could have made a lot of money if you bet that.
Yeah.
This is not a gambling podcast.
Correct. So, I mean, unless FanDuel wants to jump on. FanDuel, if you're listening, and we know you are. But seriously, though, how is this going to keep up for Daniel Jones? Chad, you're the stand. Talk to us.
Why am I the stand?
You are.
You're the Daniel Jones guy. The funniest part about it is that you always deny it as well. But go on.
I'm not a anyways.
You were
No,
the Daniel Jones is always worth the second guy.
He is always worth a second, because exactly what's going on right now, right? Like, here's the thing. Like, Daniel Jones is one of those guys that to me is like textbook for the previous scenarios that we've seen where quarterbacks have gone from really ridiculously inept teams and found greener pastures, so to speak, and have broken out, right? And he's probably better than those guys in his respective bad team. You compared him to guys like Geno. I think Daniel Jones was a better quarterback for the Giants, as bad as he was at times, than Geno was for the Jets. He was better than Sam Darnold was for the Jets. He was better than Baker was for the Browns. And now he's finding himself on a really good Colts team that, I think could really have can find themselves with playoff aspirations. I think good teams lead to good quarterback play a lot of the time. Do I think that he's going to have the performance that he had week 1 going forward every week, or that's something that should be expected? No, because that's all pro level play. But I think he can be a really solid quarterback going forward. And I think the dynasty players that were astute enough to grab him up this offseason for the thirds that you had to give up to get him, I mean, they're laughing their way to the bank right now.
I'm selling
Mike,
for a second.
Austin, okay.
I'm selling for a second.
Okay. Austin or Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a chance to continue decent quarterback play, but I also think Miami could be the biggest dumpster fire of the league and will have one of the worst defenses in the league. So, I mean, give it another week. Let's not overreact on one week this season, right? To see how it works. But Chad's right. He's got a lot of talent around him. When you talk about Pittman and Downs and Pierce, and he's got one of the best tight ends. I mean, where did Warren finish? Was he tight end 1 or 2? He was
Two,
top.
I think.
Top. I was gonna say he's definitely top 3 on the week. And plus Jonathan Taylor, right? So he's got a lot around him to be super successful. So I don't know if it's going to continue like that every week. I think it's going to be probably mid quarterback 2 play,
Which is great return on that price.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
I mean, that's even a second, to be honest. I mean, if you're getting QB 16 to 20 weekly, I mean, it can suffice you on those bye weeks. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with paying the second for him. Personally, I'm not going to have the faith yet. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I just add, like, we can say like 16 to 20 quarterback. Daniel Jones has never been that when he's been a starter. He's never been that. He's always been a high-end quarterback because of the rushing upside. Granted, he didn't rush a lot week 1. But if he is to play well, he's gonna be borderline QB1, high-end QB2, just because of the dual threat nature of the position. So that's the upside that I see, and that's why I'm willing to pay. If I'm a contender and I got a second and somebody's willing to give him to me for a second, I'm taking it.
I mean, he had 7 attempts this past week rushing. So
yeah, he had a rushing touchdown, didn't he?
2 rushing touchdowns.
I think 3 of those attempts were like on the inch yard line. Basically, he's just picking up first downs, and
yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, both touchdowns were just on the goal line.
Our boy Nath is in chat, by the way, and he took the Walker side at our trade banger. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Good choice.
Yeah. The other thing that I want to kind of throw out there too is that we can talk about the Dolphins might be really bad, and when that may be very well true, and it would be very easy to discount his play. Speaking of Daniel Jones, if it were not so good, like his play week 1 was phenomenal. So even against a bad team, it just generally doesn't happen that way. So I think that's kind of a really, it's a really tough argument to have, in my opinion, saying, well, if the Dolphins are bad, that's why he was good. He wasn't just good. He was really, really, really good.
Well, we're going to get to find out really, really quick.
I was going to say, we're going to find out next week. Yeah.
He plays Denver this week. So
yeah,
we'll see
which I'm not saying it's going to be
fast.
on that level. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's fair to say, he played a really bad team and that's why he played well. Because it wasn't fantasy, just he played.
Fantasy's playing matchups, though, Chad. Like, I mean, it was a dumpster fire going into the season with the Dolphins, and it was solidified on Sunday, and it's week 1. So I feel like don't overreact on one game. Like, it's not an overreaction. It's not an overreaction to say that a player that we've seen perform well in good conditions, right, and has performed really badly in poor conditions, is probably going to be okay in a really good situation.
So for fantasy, he's performed well 1 time. He's been he's not even been a QB2, but 1 other time in his career.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Giants were ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's because of injuries. We can't just look at the
injuries.
Yeah, I mean, he was hit a ton with the Giants, and they were running him into walls every week, basically.
Yeah, so, I mean, it looked like that first coaching staff just wanted to use him up.
Yeah, I mean, he had the multiple neck injuries, the ACL injury. Like, it's a lot of missed time, but on a per week basis, he's been a good fantasy player.
So I think it's good advice to wait a week and see how he looks against Denver before trading for him. But I do think he's got a lot of safety as far as keeping the job this year.
If
Anthony
coaching
Richardson
staff's already
is-
said he's playing the whole year. So
Well, they said a lot of things last year and flip flopped on it too, but I still don't think Anthony Richardson is going to come close. You know, the coaching staff is now going to hold on to this for at least half of the season. But I really think this is just him for the year.
yeah.
I mean, if it is, then you need to pay a second. If you think he is, you need to buy him
I
now
think
for a
he's the guy
second.
for the year.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance if this continues, this is their guy.
I think I guess Chad, like overall, like if he plays the whole season and he does have a semi resurgence, do you see it more of like the Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, or like a Baker kind of resurgence with a new team with, you know, actually a decent team around him? Like, do you think
Baker's
side's
tough.
his ceiling? Okay.
Baker's
Like,
tough
always
just
below that.
because Baker's been so good. It's hard to predict that. All I'm saying, and I'm not I'm really not really high on him. I'm just saying for the cost to get in, it's a smart dynasty move. Like he's a very cheap starting quarterback option, and if it pans out, you're not finding many options that's even comparable with your second. You're just not, especially if you're a contender. So that's where I sit. That's why I was beating the drum this offseason and saying, like, if you can get in on the third, you might be wasting a third, but you're wasting a third. Like, you know? So
I guess, Jesse, if you're good talking to the other guys, I feel like, you know, Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers aren't too far off from a second. So
I want to talk Aaron Rodgers because he's kind of the dog in this, like the mutt in this group. I kind of want to get him out of the way. We're not going to see this all season, right? This was just him being a jerk against the Jets.
I mean, who knows? Well, why not? I mean, he's done it his whole
I don't
career.
know.
He's done what he's wanted his whole career.
he did move a lot better. I felt like in week one than he did at any point last season.
He still didn't look great. And what did he put up, 180 yards or something?
Yeah.
Well, it's scientific. You move worse when you're wearing a Jets uniform. You actually do everything worse.
It weighs more, and
yeah,
you have concrete in your
you sweat more. It's just really poorly designed, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, he was 22 for 30 for 244 and 4 touchdowns. So I mean,
yeah, the 4
he was pretty good.
He was, but the 4 touchdowns is what is propping him up.
Well,
we know
we
that
score fantasy
but it was 4 touchdowns still.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it works.
It's hard to hold the 4 touchdowns against him.
And
Okay,
he did not have a great running game behind him at all.
All right, but you guys are missing the point. 4 touchdowns is not what's expected out of 180 yards. So that's not sustainable.
Well, he had 250, so
or 250 even. It's too many. It's not going to happen like that every week, is what I'm saying.
of course not. I mean,
well,
nobody doesn't
I mean,
have 4.
that's good field position. That's a lot of stuff that's out of his control.
Right.
You know, you can't dock him for having a shorter field.
Out of coincidence, Mike actually has Aaron Rodgers in our listener league as well. So when I was looking at it, and Justin Fields. So when I was looking at which quarterback to trade for today, obviously I just picked the cheapest one, but Aaron Rodgers was the one that I didn't. I'm not.
Well, you hate him, so that's probably why. I mean, you've been anti-Rodgers so hard for like the past 3 seasons. So
it's a love-hate though. You didn't really know me that well before that. I was we had a fiery romance for a while.
Gotcha. No, I just seen the divorce and post divorce.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers was Tua for Jesse before
he was
turned sour.
He actually was my Tua at one point.
He's his estranged son.
Just wait till next season and Tua is Aaron Rodgers. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, right. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
A lot has to happen. He has to break up with Olivia. He has to start dating Olivia Munn and then break up with her first of all. Because
I don't think he has that game.
I don't either. And she's married to John Mulaney anyway. That's the pop culture portion. We can skip that at the end now.
But is Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones? Oh, you wouldn't even pay a third for Rodgers?
Well, I'll pay a third, but you wouldn't take a third.
I wouldn't take a third. No.
Nobody would take
definitely
a
want a
third at this
second.
point.
Right, exactly.
want a
Yeah,
second.
I wouldn't pay I'm not paying a second for him.
If you had to pick
It's
one, though, Jesse, Daniel Jones or Aaron Rodgers for the rest of the season?
Daniel Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, the weapons are better. He's a rushing threat. Something could just pop inside of Aaron Rodgers' body at any point.
Like it can't with
Something
Daniel
can pop
Jones.
in Daniel
Yeah,
Jones.
come
That's
on
true.
now.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But with Aaron Rodgers, if that happens, that's it.
Yeah.
He's retired.
Well, it's probably the same for Daniel Jones.
Someone will take him as a backup. All right, Fields. What's he up to?
I gotta see it again.
Yeah.
I want it to be what it is this past week. Like that's what I really want. But I gotta see it at least one more week. Like, look,
It looks so good.
well, yeah. Remember how bad it looked in preseason?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's preseason.
So, I mean,
who cares?
Yeah, well, we did.
Yeah, we did care.
You guys, that was like a smoke and
scared
mirrors.
me.
You guys tricked me.
Man, Brees was good, too. Brees looked great.
Garrett
With
Wilson
Fields
looks
in
so
there.
good.
Brees looked great. That's so happy with that call.
I mean, Fields is the most expensive of the three, in
I was
my
going to say,
opinion.
is he a first? Is he a contender's first?
I wouldn't sell him for less.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a contender's first before the season. So now that there's proof, I'd say I want a mid first or something on top of that contender's first.
I don't think you're getting him for a contender's first at this point. After that game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and let him run. Like we saw how bad Buffalo's defense was this past week with Lamar. Let him go crazy running this week, and it's going to be even more expensive.
He's you're not going to get him for a high. I mean, you're not going to be able to sell him for a high first. I'll tell you that
No.
much.
No.
So it's
No.
going to be somebody that is a weak contender. I guess you should probably try to target, but it's all just going to be league dependent. So,
Yeah.
What's a player at another position that you traded for?
Pickens is a name that interests me.
I'd rather have Fields.
Oh no, I think he's going to be so much better this coming week. I would like to buy the dip on Pickens.
What about T. Higgins?
I wouldn't trade T. Higgins for him.
If you could get T. Higgins for Justin Fields,
Yeah, yeah,
you better do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What about
think so, too.
Devontae Smith?
That's what I was thinking was Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I think that's realistic.
Okay.
But
And after this
I'm
past
scared.
week, yeah.
I'm scared of Devonta
Yeah.
Smith. So
You should
I
be.
mean, I've been saying it all offseason. That Eagles offense is scary.
I mean, he was dropped in a guillotine league. Like that's pretty in week 1. Like that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof. AJ Brown, man, what's gonna happen to his value?
Well,
It's
Keep in
tanked right
mind-
now.
keep in mind, he had the hammy all preseason, and we're not 100% sure that it's fully healed, and he might have just been a diversion in that game.
Well,
Played 87% of the snaps for diversion. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but he
was every wide receiver on the team a diversion? Because
Yeah.
Wow. Also,
Except for
none of them
also
are
the
good.
also the game plan was not aggressive.
Obviously not to show Jalen Hurts was
Yeah,
a good
Not
quarterback.
aggressive.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm already done with our offensive coordinator, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I
you
want
did. You did
I want
message
Shane
that.
Steichen back. We're not getting Kellen Moore. I guess we're not getting Shane Steichen anymore either.
No,
All right.
probably get you Chip Kelly at this point.
Oh, shush. You just don't you dare. Oh, my God. All right. On that note, we're moving on. Austin, I'm muting you for this.
All right.
For that remark. All right, gentlemen. 100 of our listeners surveyed. Top 5 answers on the board. Put the Colts receiving weapons in order of target share for the rest of the season.
Austin.
Mike.
Mike, so slow. Go ahead, Austin.
I was like even waiting. Pittman 1.
Mike.
Mike, chance to steal.
Warren 1.
Warren, correct.
Pittman 2.
Pittman 2.
We'll go Downs 3.
Downs 3.
Who cares about the rest?
80 Mitchell 4.
Eh,
Chad,
Chad, time.
That's
chance
kind
to
of
s-
easy. Chad has it now.
Chad,
Tyler
chance
Warren,
to steal.
Michael Pittman, Downs, Alec Pierce, 80 Mitchell.
Point Chad. All right, guys. What do you think about Tyler Warren being the top target share?
Well,
In-
obviously, I don't agree
in-
with you. So,
I mean,
or
it's
the
not,
100 people for that matter.
It's not me. Yeah, right. It's the listeners. Chad, what do you think about that? Since you're the Warren guy.
I mean, if you guys
whoa,
listen to me,
whoa.
listen to me all
Whoa.
off season.
Excuse me.
Well, me and Austin are the Warren guys.
Yeah,
I was
hold
gonna
on
say
now.
that.
The
Warren
Warren
Bros.
guys.
Pretty sure
Warren
I brought it up in like
Bros.
January.
But yeah, I mean, I'm all on board. I think he's going to get the highest target share in the offense. I think they're just designing ways to get him the ball. But I think it is going to be close between him and Pittman. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. So I don't fault Austin for picking Pittman. I think it's going to be pretty close.
I do think Pittman is the type of guy that, because we've seen it before, that if he's not getting targets, he is going to gripe.
Pittman?
Yeah.
I mean, he just deserves targets. He's
I don't
a good
think so.
receiver.
There was that half a season where Downs was sort of an emphasis and he started to complain, and then it was all Pittman.
It seemed like Downs was the one week one not very happy with what was going on.
I
as
know
far
that's
as,
It's
right.
true.
ball.
Yeah,
Which
absolutely.
rightfully so, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to complain. Like
I was
the
about to say
offense
it
was
worked.
scoring every drive. You can't really say anything.
Scoring
I
looking
wouldn't-
good.
You're like, Josh Downs,
Better
shut
not
up.
say anything.
Go sit
down.
Yeah, put 80 Mitchell in.
Hey, AD Mitchell looked good for the first time in his career in the NFL. So
I had somebody that could get him the ball.
yeah,
To be a
So-
wide receiver 4 in offense and lead the league in unrealized air yards as a rookie is ridiculous. Like, how is
Yeah.
that even possible? And he did that last year.
That is pretty crazy.
literally the first time I've seen him look like AD Mitchell. I was like, okay, like
So
this could
exciting.
be good. This could be good.
Mike, are you ready to move Warren up to your tight end 3?
Probably, yeah. Who'd I have ahead of him?
Kittle, I think.
Was it Kittle? Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think
definitely
you did.
tight end. Definitely
Yeah, I was the
tight end
only
3.
one. I was the only one that had him tight end 3.
Austin, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there too. After seeing the usage. I mean, I already knew he was a good player. After seeing the usage, and now that I'm not like convinced that the offense sucks, that was my biggest worry, is that it was just the Colts.
Yeah.
So,
The Colts
I mean,
are just so talented everywhere, man. They're such a good team.
yeah.
It's
always-
really an
it's good-
indictment on Anthony Richardson. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really good team, really talented team.
Yeah. Agreed. They've had a good offensive line forever.
Yeah, I mean, but even week one, they looked like a notch above what they have looked. Which, I mean, we could
I'm
attribute
ready to
that to
see
the
him.
Dolphins, but that's the
Yeah.
one part of the Dolphins that's supposed to be really good is that D line.
Well, they
So
lost
are we-
Chop and oh my gosh,
Wilkins,
the
right?
other. Yeah, they were down 2 or 3 starters already
Mm.
on the D line. So I think the Dolphins might finish 1 overall this coming year. That offense was just atrocious.
Yeah, that offense was really bad.
So are we ready to move Jonathan Taylor up in our rankings?
I am.
Where'd I have him?
I am too. If I know it's a good offense, I know Jonathan Taylor is one of the most talented backs in the NFL.
Yeah, and they were very pass heavy. Like they were a pass first team week one. But I think that's going to be week to week. Like I think they're just going to adapt to what the defense is giving them. So I think there's going to be weeks where they're just relying on Taylor, pretty consistently. So I'm excited because it's
I
really
absolutely-
a game one.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, I just love that division too, because you got the Titans, the Texans, and the Jags for them to go up against. Like, I'm not super, like, I think the Texans defense is like decent, but
No, their defense is really good.
I like to look at, quarterback versus quarterback when it comes to that kind of stuff. And none of that really scares me. So I really like that offense. Six games a year to play against those guys. I think could be big points. It was kind of like NFC South last year. There's a lot of shootouts and stuff with teams with not great defenses, and I think it could be the same in the AFC South. So,
And I do think that
projection-wise.
Steichen is that kind of coach that is gonna he's just gonna go with what's working or what he thinks where he thinks the defense is soft and adapt. So yeah, I'm excited for Jonathan Taylor this year. I was really excited for him in redraft, just because I thought they were gonna have to lean on him more than they will. But I'd rather have a just a really good back and a really good offense. Anything else on these guys? Downs? Are you going to acquire him now and just hope it comes around? I mean, he's still a really talented player.
Yeah.
If we're talking about a really good offense, is he worth would you throw out a late second?
You know
I would,
something very
yeah.
interesting. Like, we talked all offseason about the Bears offense and how it was really hard to tell who's going to get the targets every week. I think the Colts may be a little bit like they're a light version of that. Like it's maybe a little bit more predictable, but there's a lot of good players on that team, so somebody's not going to eat. And
Yeah.
I think it's going to leave somebody out in the cold. And if you don't think that guy's Josh Downs, and it might be worth trying to pick him up.
Yeah.
I think from week to week it's going to be
late second.
Week to week with the Downs, Pierce, AD. I think it's going to be very spotty. It'll probably be concentrated towards Pittman, Warren, and Jonathan Taylor. Is my guess.
That would be.
But
my guess,
I'd still take a shot on Downs if one of those guys gets hurt. Like I said, he's a talented player, worth more than a second if he's getting volume. Worth more than a late second anyway. Anybody else we want to talk about here? We're good.
We hit it good. Yeah.
All right. Last question. Mike, you need a point. Gentlemen, top 100 listeners surveyed. Top 3 answers on the board. Give me a low cost or undervalued or under profiled replacement for George Kittle.
Austin.
Mike.
Go ahead, Austin.
The cheapest one would be Juwan Johnson.
Good.
The most exciting one would be Harold Fanning.
Correct.
And the one I'm most scared of is probably Mark Andrews.
Austin, you won a game.
And look at me go.
Pretty excited?
Heck yeah, finally.
I was going to rig it.
Second game of the year.
I was going to rig it so Chad couldn't win.
I made sure of that. He didn't even try and he got a point.
It's true. That's true. I was trying to give Mike that point. Trying to get it tied up between you two.
Oh, good.
Do you guys want to know a secret about this game now that it's over? Pittman and Warren I had even. So
I just couldn't get the point is what you're telling me.
Correct. You weren't allowed to get that point.
Perfect.
But you pulled it out anyway. But let's talk about Juwan Johnson. He's fun.
I
Super
had him
cheap.
in my rankings and y'all all laughed at me.
Yeah.
Did I laugh at you?
Yeah,
did.
y'all said
I
yes.
did.
Y'all
I
did.
admit it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Because I said
So-
the name and y'all were like, why would you talk about him? But like, he just gets targets. He's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah.
He just gets targets.
He does.
And he did it again week 1. I mean, he's not going to get the target share he got going forward, but he's going to be a replacement guy that you can stick in your lineup here and there and, hope he gets you 6 to 8 targets a game.
He's a former wide receiver. So it does make sense why he's having
Yep.
success as a receiver. What do we pay for him?
As little as possible.
I was going to say, I don't want to pay more than a third
No,
if I had to.
I'm trying to ideally wait a week because it's likely he doesn't do that kind of production week 2.
Yeah.
But if I have to, maybe move a guy that I view in the same tier to a different position and
I
try
was
to get
gonna
him as
say-
a throw in.
Can I get a handcuff for him, like Tank Bigsby?
No,
Yuck.
no, you cannot. At least not for me.
I can't give you Juwan Johnson and you give me Tank Bigsby.
Oh yeah, I'll take the tight end. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
I'm shooting too low. How about Algier?
Again, give me the guy that's actually scoring points.
Actually
Scoring points.
But
yeah.
you're the only one that likes handcuffs.
Yeah.
Like,
That's not,
give me
that's
some-
not,
Austin,
that's
you
not
beat
an
me to
injury
it.
away. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if
only
you're Purdy
only
and
Jesse
you had-
only Jesse's approach to Dynasty is what handcuff can I get for this starter?
Yeah, what guy that's going to sit on my bench can I replace for this guy that's scoring points?
I mean, if we're talking about a third in value, though, like I'm not selling him for a third.
Exactly. You would sell
But you
both
said
of
you don't
those
wanna-
running backs. I don't want
But-
to.
You don't want to pay more than a third.
No, I don't.
So that.
I mean, that's just how it works, though. That's unfortunately, if you want a player and you go to somebody, you have to pay what they're willing to, trade them for.
give me 2/3.
I mean, that's sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Like that's kind of like I don't really want that offer sent to me. So like I would prefer you try to, down tier, up tier the way you feel you do. Like that's kind of the trade I would prefer.
Who's a receiver in that range?
Nobody we care about.
Yeah.
To be completely
Quentin
honest.
Johnston.
No.
No,
Not anymore.
Not after week 1.
Oh, I'm still
Um,
so out on him though.
I mean,
yeah,
A.D.
yeah,
Mitchell
I
is
had him.
probably a name, to be honest. Like that's
80.
Good luck getting Quentin Johnson for a second right now.
How about Leggett?
Give me your backup handcuff running back. Don't get me. How dare you brought up? I know I brought up Chip Kelly, so I guess it's all fair game. But that is that name is almost worse than Sean Payton to me right now, and it
Oh,
could change by
gosh.
Sunday. But right
Wow.
now,
It won't.
oh
Austin.
my god, it probably won't.
It
I don't
won't
think it
change.
will. No, I mean I've never was a fan of the pick, so here we are.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Fannin. Where's he risen to?
What a
Good luck
crazy
getting him for a
week one.
second. Don't even tell me
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah,
Good
what
luck.
a crazy week one.
All
Yeah.
right, this is what I want to know. Has he replaced Njoku as the starter? Like, is Njoku just the other guy?
I think Njoku's going to get traded.
Yeah, me too. I think they won't draft picks.
Yeah.
He's on his last year of his deal. They don't want to pay him.
Yep.
They won't draft picks.
All right, well, hold your Njoku shares then.
Yeah, I'm not starting Njoku anywhere, and he did get 84% of snaps. So like this, and had 6 targets. So it's not like he wasn't used.
I was going to say, wasn't Fannin lining up as a wide receiver a lot?
Yeah, he was like an H,
Yeah,
they were both on the
H-back,
field.
to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So-
they told us they were going to do that.
So yeah, I mean, definitely hold Njoku where you can. I'm not buying Fannin after that. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see that usage for like a month before, and then I'll pay the price that people are wanting right now.
What is that price?
Too high. I mean, if you're telling me a second doesn't get it, then it's too high right
Yeah,
now.
then I don't want to do it either if it's
Yeah.
second doesn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a shot on a second.
It's one
But,
week. Like, it's a
yeah.
long season.
We've watched a lot of players look really good
Joe
week one.
Flacco
And,
still sucks.
yeah,
Yeah. I was
could
looking at a chart of separation per route run, and Njoku was like towards the bottom. Like he just was not getting open. So and I mean he's a tight end, so
It's a
I
weird,
mean, but
it's
still,
a weird stat for Njoku
yeah,
because he kind of uses his size.
yeah, but still, like you can't be like towards the bottom, right? Like he's like worse than Kate Otten.
I bet he wasn't worse than Anthony Leggett. And yes,
Anthony?
that's his name. That's his first name. So from now on, that's what he gets called by me.
It's not Xavier.
No, that's his middle name. He doesn't earn that name right now.
I'm gonna call him Dalabio.
Anthony.
Definitely doesn't get that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go off script a little bit with the Browns, though. Man, Cedric Tillman, Chad,
Is he better
Got
than
another
Jerry
touchdown.
Jeudy?
he is. Well, he had no, he's not because he
What?
pulled a Jerry. He pulled a Jerry Judy. Did you see the end of that game?
No, I did not, actually. It was
He-
during the Broncos game, I think.
He let a ball bounce off of him. He popped it up and it got intercepted for the loss.
Mm. Mm.
that
That sounds like something Jerry Jeudy would do, though.
It's something that Jerry Judy did earlier in that game, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're both kind of like they're probably good friends.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean the usage that he looked really good. What gets me excited is that he was the first read on the touchdown in the end zone. you can't ask for more than that.
I mean, they
And if
had
it's-
identical stat lines minus the touchdown. Realistically, I mean, Judy had 14 more yards, but same snap percentage, same target share, same receptions. So if that's good. Yeah, that's good to
Yeah.
see.
With Flacco, like as long as Flacco's not throwing picks, he'll stay in there and he can actually get the ball to these guys downfield. It's exciting.
I mean, not to keep harping on the Browns here, but really interesting name. Is Dylan Sampson going to have value even when?
Yes.
Yeah,
Judkins comes back?
even when the starting running back comes back. Yeah, I mean it's at least in
Yeah,
PPR formats.
I have him on the show sheet later, and yes, absolutely in PPR formats. He looks so much better than Jerome Ford has ever. In the passing game, Mike, you seem to have watched some of it, or no? Austin?
No, I didn't know.
Those catches weren't just like thrown right to him. A couple of them were like there was a one-handed catch. There was one he scooped off the ground, and he just looked really clean and smooth doing it. Yeah, I think they're gonna use him as a weapon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see 8 targets in week 1.
Yeah.
For a rookie guy that wasn't known for that out of college. I mean, he showed at the combine he can do it, but you still never know when you get to the league. But it's really cool to see that week 1. But yeah, I mean, it should be a good 1-2 punch. He was very inefficient on the ground, which is what I honestly expected because they don't have a really good O-line to open them holes like Tennessee did. So Judkins will fill that role perfectly. So it should be a nice 1-2 punch.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's going to be plenty of weeks where you'll be able to use Dylan Sampson as a flex.
Out in space, he looks so good. I'm like, man. All I know is a certain other running back better get back to the Browns as quick as he can because
he's not going to take his role, man. He was terrible between the tackles. He
they
didn't know what to do.
I'm not saying he's going to take his role, but I mean, if he keeps doing this, you're going to want him on the field on passing downs as much as possible, and that's going to be a big hit on the other guy's
Judkins.
value. So
His
I'm
name
just
is
saying, Judkins better get back.
Yeah. All right, Mark Andrews. Alarm?
I'm so concerned.
Or
It
wasn't it this way last year?
He goose egged week 1
but
without Likely.
But that was with Likely. There.
Likely was hurt at the beginning of the year last year.
But didn't he have that crazy week 1?
Oh yeah,
Likely had the crazy 2 touchdown week 1.
He got hurt winning the game, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So
that was concerning.
It is very concerning for me, for Mark Andrews.
It might just have been a game script.
Yeah.
I mean, Zay Flowers was on fire.
Yeah, Zay and
Of
Henry,
course.
right? So Zay Flowers.
I like Zay Flowers. I love Zay Flowers.
We have him in RSR, Austin. He helped us win.
Yeah, he helped me lose in another league after trading him. So,
gosh.
Yeah.
What'd you trade him for?
It was a Josh Allen trade, so he was just a piece in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you're getting Josh Allen, it's an easy way to.
Well, yeah, but it also got rid of Herbert. So like it was kind of two guys that went crazy week 1. It's like, oh, that's it, Chris. That's way to go.
Yeah, man, but Josh Allen went crazy.
He did.
So.
He did. He did.
Not crazy enough.
No.
Yeah.
So Mark Andrews, yeah. Well, Zay Flowers, boy, he's one of those wide receiver 2s that he's the wide receiver 1 on his team, so he could end up being a wide receiver 1 by the end of the year.
No, y'all were calling me crazy with how high I had him in first. Then I moved him down a little because I felt bad about it.
Where did you have him?
It was like 18 or 20 or something like that.
I don't think I gave you a hard time for that. That's a
you
zero
did, but
guy.
that's okay.
Yes, you did, but that's
yeah,
right.
you did, but that's okay.
All right, but you have to
you.
understand that was my job as the host to give everybody a hard time.
You have him at 18
okay.
currently, Jesse. Just so you know.
There you go.
Jesse does. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a mid wide receiver 2 for me for production wise, and that's fine. I'm not going to expect that kind of target share and production weekly.
Yeah. No.
There will be other weeks where other players get involved, and it won't be him that gets his number called. But it was a great week 1 and very encouraging. If he can, that'd be awesome.
Also,
Well-
it was an atypical Derrick Henry game where he's normally running into the line 30 times before he has those long runs.
Yeah, he just
So,
got him instantly, and
Yeah.
like every other rush, it felt like.
yeah.
Well, it's also like, there's not really. I mean, there's maybe going to be one or two other shootouts like that in an entire season for all 32 teams combined.
Yeah.
Like that game is just not something that's going to be recreated. I mean, hot take maybe. I think it's the best opening week game probably ever. It's the best one I've ever seen. It was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, it was good.
It was gut wrenching living in Baltimore. These guys, they took that so
I
hard.
can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really rough going into work that Monday.
Yeah.
This
Well,
last Monday.
Was it like 82 or 83 points or something like that combined? Like,
Yeah, 42-41. So yeah.
yeah. So there better be like some wide receiver, top 5 wide receivers out there in PPR finishes.
So where is Mark Andrews now?
The mid-second currently. If you're trying to sell him, just
Yeah.
don't yet. You just
Yeah,
don't move
I
him right
wouldn't.
now. Like
Yeah.
you don't sell the bad guys in week 1 unless you yourself are just terrified and you take the loss because you think he's at their peak. But we've seen Mark Andrews have duds plenty of times, and then we've seen him go 8 for 110 and 2 touchdowns 2
Yeah.
weeks later. So don't sell unless you absolutely have to. And there's very few times in week 1 in Dynasty where you have to. So
Yeah.
typically
It's
don't.
less, yeah.
I mean, his snap percentage wasn't much different than what it was last year, if different at all, right? So
Yeah, he just didn't get the touches this week. Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They scored 41 points and he didn't get the touches, but
yeah,
football's
that
fickle
is
sometimes.
it's a pretty big indictment, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you.
All right, that's the feud. Austin, you won the feud.
Woo.
Ready
Least
for
I
some
can
whole
win something.
Wait, that was a game?
Ready-
What happened?
Ready for some hold flip dump?
Let's do it.
All right. Mike, hold flip dump. Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes, CJ Stroud.
I am going to hold Patrick Mahomes, flip CJ Stroud, and dump Caleb Williams.
Austin.
Same thing. Hold Mahomes. Flip. I mean, technically, if I have to sell, I'm going to sell Caleb, and then in that case, dump Stroud. But in value terms, it's Mahomes, Stroud, Caleb.
Chad.
Same.
Yeah. What do we think about Stroud?
It was just a bad week 1.
And I think
Just
he's
a bad
got a
week one.
terrible offensive line still.
Yeah.
Just awful.
That's what's got me worried.
Yep.
What about Caleb?
I think he
Mhm.
sucks.
He was bad.
He was bad.
Once he was off script, like the first scripted plays looks great, but once he went off, it was so weird how he and JJ McCarthy just flip flopped as the game went. Like JJ was garbage at the beginning, right? He's garbage for 3 quarters, but like Caleb, I feel like he just couldn't get in rhythm. He looks like he's always late. I don't know.
Well, he didn't play in rhythm in college. That was his problem.
Yeah, and so I honestly, like, might be a hot take, but I honestly don't think it's going to work with Caleb Williams in Chicago with Ben Johnson. Like, I think he'll maybe have this year, and that's it. He could be the bust quote unquote of the class, but he's not Caleb. He's not Ben Johnson's guy, and
it's a little early for me on that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet.
He was. I mean, Aikman was clearly pointing out that he was missing wide open receivers, just not throwing to them and checking down. And then when he did, like, he had DJ Moore for 2 touchdowns. He just blew the throw.
Yep.
It's heartbreaking for the receivers in that offense. There's some really, really good receivers in that offense. It's a shame. Although, I'll be honest with you, I don't think he looked... Well, he did look good. He looked better rushing than he ever has. By the way, he looked like
that saved his day.
He looked like one of the top 5 rushing quarterbacks in the NFL. So, I mean, there's that.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything, really. I mean,
yeah,
not when you're valued at what he's being valued at. You can't be Justin Fields. No.
Yeah.
You've got to.
Yeah,
you've got to throw the ball. So, Yeah, I
But
mean,
he didn't. I don't think he looked any worse than Bo Nix or Bryce Young.
yeah,
Sorry to
but
take
Bo
shots
Nix,
at your guys.
but Bo Nix and Bryce Young have shown better play for
better
stretches.
play last year.
Caleb
yeah.
Williams has
Like,
not at all.
Right.
So,
Right.
actually, and he's, I mean, I don't even think it's an argument. He's got the better weapons out of the three.
Oh God, yeah.
oh yeah,
So-
it's not even close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
I
I
would
mean,
take those in a
to
heartbeat.
me, there's really just no excuse at all. And I mean, I've been saying it all offseason. I'm scared of Caleb Williams. I'm frightened now. Like it's, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's one
legit-
guy I honestly wouldn't be bet. Like I would probably sell.
I think we've gone from like a Freddy movie, or well, Freddy was scary. I think we've gone from a Jason movie to like Smile. You
That
know,
movie was crazy.
yeah, we've gone from something that it's a little scary to holy. I
Yeah.
just watch.
I'm not doing that week one yet. It was bad. I've watched. I mean, 9/10 of the quarterbacks in the league look bad. The ones that didn't were the ones that surprised us. So I'm not doing that yet. Obviously, a little bit more worried, but seeing how open Ben Johnson got these receivers is very enticing to me, because none of us would said Caleb Williams had accuracy issues coming out of college. It was timing issues. So, if we believe in Ben Johnson, like I think we all do, then come mid-season, or luckily they have an early bye. After that bye week, if he hasn't improved, I would expect to see some kind of changes in the offense that gets him in a rhythm quicker.
Mhm.
So I'm not out yet by any means, but it wasn't what we wanted to see, and of course it was in prime time, and everybody watched.
We really don't want this to turn into a dink and dunk offense. Not
Well,
with those weapons.
No, but they have the weapons to make the dink and duck work. To be honest, every guy, all the receivers there are really good after the catch.
Well, that's what they went to last year when the coach got fired. They
Yeah.
started throwing screens to DJ Moore constantly.
Yeah, he's going to have to push the ball. I mean, he's got to be good. Like that's just it. Like he can't be schemed for. Like he's just got to be good. And
Well, he's got to be average, really, to
I
make that
mean,
offense click. He's got to be
Yeah,
average because of the
that's true.
weapons.
He only had to be average this week. And he
Yeah.
was
Well,
not.
I'm not saying like to make it work as far as like in the NFL. I'm talking about for what dynasty players have paid for Caleb Williams and what, his cost of entry was, he has to be good. Like there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Like if you didn't get rid of him this offseason, he's got to be good or you've lost value on him.
I mean, yeah, but that's the case with most top 15 quarterbacks in the league. But yes, your statement's true.
All right, let's do another hold flipped up. Chad Omari in Hampton, your boy Dylan Sampson, or Isaiah Pacheco?
Omari in Hampton, Dylan Sampson, Pacheco. No,
Mike?
yeah.
Yeah, same. Hampton, Sampson, Pacheco.
Wow, that's a fall for Pacheco. Austin, do you agree?
In value, yes, but if you're telling me which one I actually have to sell, I'm selling Amari in Hampton. Week
Okay.
one showed me exactly the flaws that I saw in college as to why he was my RB4. He does not create for himself. It's what he didn't do in Carolina, and it's what he didn't do week one. So, obviously he's going to improve. It's week one. Same thing we've said for every guy. He will get better, but those deficiencies showed big time for me week one.
I don't think he's going to have to create for himself a whole lot in that offense. It looked so good. They're just going to blow people off the line.
Yeah.
So, but Sampson versus Pacheco is what I'm worried about.
I'm still hanging on by a thread for Pacheco. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
me too.
Maybe it's because I'm like more personally invested. I felt like the injury affected him a lot last year. Kareem Hunt does not look good.
No,
And
so
for him to
slow.
have played as much as he did was just, I just don't get why they're not trusting Pacheco anymore, because he was pretty key to their Super Bowl run 2 years ago. So, yeah,
He's looked terrible
if
since
it
the injury.
continues, yeah,
maybe he's just never going to
yeah,
come back.
maybe he's just never going to come back. But if this split continues, like neither will survive. I don't want
Or maybe
anything
it
to do
was-
with the KC backfield.
Maybe it was just the game script. We don't know. There are going to be games where they're ahead and going to be handing off, or just wanting to emphasize the run more. Although it's Andy Reid, so he's never really going to do it all that much. What do we think about Mahomes?
I feel
It's
bad.
exciting. Yeah,
What is wrong? What is
I do
wrong with
not.
the Chiefs? What's
Yeah,
wrong with the
they're-
Chiefs? Like why? Like if
Kelsey owned it,
if
but
you're
like,
going
geez, what
into
a
a
dumb play.
season, like if you're going into a season and saying we're gonna run the ball with Kareem Hunt, and then we're gonna go in with 3 wide receivers nobody is excited about except for maybe some people with Xavier.
Worthy.
Yeah.
Worthy.
I mean, yeah, well, Worthy, but I don't get it, man. Like you've got an all-time great quarterback and you're giving him nothing.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown got 15 targets
Yeah, it's
in
nuts.
week 1 of the NFL season. If that doesn't say something about your way that we're going to, which they're probably just finally running out of money, if we're going to be honest. They've been pushing this long for 5-6 years that sometime the money dries up. You haven't made 5 or 6 years yet, buddy. Like, give me another 3 years.
They should
before
have
you start
forced
talking
Kelsey
that way.
out. They should have forced Kelsey out, but that's
If you want to spend the money and you're going to Super
Here
Bowls,
we
you should
go.
want to win.
Oh
You
my
should
God.
want to spend the money.
Okay.
You can get around the cap. It's don't give me the cap.
We're talking about
Okay,
Patrick
Eagles.
Mahomes. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But man, I feel bad. I feel bad for him because every other quarterback in his realm, like every other peer he has weapons. He does not.
What? True or false? The Eagles broke the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Mike?
False. I think the Chiefs broke themselves.
Okay.
Is-
Well, we're going to find out this week.
Because with Chad's thing, like, honestly, like, is there a wide receiver room you wouldn't take over the Chiefs right now?
Or running back room. He
Yeah.
would take over the Chiefs right now.
Like, I'm trying to
It's-
think of, like, I'd take the Panthers over. I don't even like Jerry Jeudy, and I'd take the Browns over
Yeah.
the
The
Chiefs.
Titans came to my head, but I'd probably take Ridley over everybody. But I mean, if we're
If we
excluding
get
Rashee
Rashee
Rice,
back,
yeah, if we're
right?
excluding Rice, then that's not the case. But currently, especially without Worthy, then it's an obvious answer.
Yeah.
Hollywood and Ridley are a wash to me.
Oh no, Ridley.
Neither one of them is good anymore.
I think Ridley's still good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Didn't he just have 3 drops in one drive to lose the game?
I mean,
Yeah,
player.
and he
So did
was-
CeeDee
and
Lamb.
he was
So is
against
CeeDee
the
Lamb
defensive
terrible too?
player of the
I mean,
year for the whole game. So
yeah,
All right, but that's who Ridley is now. He's
I mean,
he's
we already talked about CeeDee Lamb. If we're going to talk about week 1 drops, then I mean,
Yeah.
it just it happens. Players drop the ball sometimes, and when the best defensive player in the
Yeah.
league's on them, it's going to happen more often than it doesn't.
Especially early in the season, but it's
Yeah.
just it's amazing. It's amazing how they built that team. Like, and
yeah,
not
I'd be
in- not in a
frustrated
good
if I
way.
was Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
a
Especially
Chiefs
for him
fan, I'd
taking
be
the pay
frustrated.
cut. Like, it's not even. He's not even a top. I think he's like QB8 in yearly earnings.
Yeah.
So like, it's not even at the top like he deserves to be, and you can't build some kind of roster. It's pretty crazy.
it's State Farm's making up for that.
Think about it this way: how do you have one of the top 3, if not, some people would say the best quarterback in the league, not for fantasy, but just like pure talent, right? I don't think that's a you would argue with somebody that had that opinion. Yet you would not really want many players that are being fielded with him on your dynasty team.
Uh-uh.
Like that.
And
That's
none
unheard
of
of.
them
I've
on-
never heard of that before.
None of them on my redraft team.
Yeah,
Somebody
I don't want any of
dropped
them.
Rashee Rice in my redraft team. It was
I mean,
great.
That's a little facetious because
yeah,
I kind of do want Hollywood for the price he's going while Rice and Xavier Worthy are out, but that's just because of how bad everything else is, and
that's
15
just
targets is kind of nice.
It's just a trick. It's going to go away.
Yeah, it's
So-
gonna go away. Yeah, it's not dependable, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild.
And it's something that might go away. Probably will go away before Rice even gets back. You can't just say Hollywood Brown is going to do that every week. He's Hollywood Brown. He's either going to get hurt or he's going to drop the ball in a crucial spot, or he's just going to be Hollywood Brown and not be out there.
It's just who else is going to do it?
Yeah, and for what you got to
It's-
pay for him, like he might be worth
Yeah.
it at least until Worthy or
So,
Rice come back.
I know we don't talk about the games during this, but this is one to discuss. Looks like Austin Eckler just tore his Achilles.
Or it's Achilles,
Uh,
yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
it.
So that our trade banger just changed a whole avenue of value now. But
Yeah,
I thought that was worth bringing up before the
You're
end
gonna
of
have
this
to
pod,
add to
considering how much we
the
talked.
other side now.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely going to be at least a straight up offer now.
Yeah, for sure. Dang, it sucks.
Yeah,
I love
I
that
kind
guy.
of assumed I assumed something was coming with Eckler because he just looked old and in the way to me. So something you guys are going to start saying about me pretty soon.
Yeah,
We already do.
We already
It's
do.
okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say gonna start.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good that I'm also the producer of this podcast, so it's hard to replace me. But my Achilles are both intact at least.
That's good.
Good. That's good, Jesse.
But I would say my standing vert,
Yeah.
12.
Well,
I'm
and
not
you've
even-
only got like
Centimeters? What, centimeters?
Yeah. I was gonna say you only got like 7-8 months until the old man rasp starts kicking in. And we got to deal with that.
When does AARP start, Jesse?
Oh, I'm actually
Already.
when you're 50, so I should have joined. I just won't.
10 years ago.
Missing
My
out.
wife's a member. All right, I guess that's it, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
A wild week 1.
Have you guys done or watched anything good?
I finished Shrinking, season 3, and one of the best shows I think I've actually ever watched. I really loved it. It actually legit had me in tears in the season finale. I was like, I don't cry a whole lot during shows, but man, it got me right in the feels. It was really good.
Wow.
I don't know,
Shrinking
Mike.
made
Every
Mike
time you
cry.
mention a show you like, you talk about how you're tearing up.
All right, fine. Okay, maybe I'm just a
Aw.
girl dad, and maybe that's just my thing. All right, it's a little bit of water work.
You do watch a lot of like fatherhood shows and stuff. That stuff gets me too. Like, it's hard. It's hard not to get a little
That's
water.
true. I got kids.
But Mike, based on our viewership, the short that I put up about Mike hysterically laughing at Shrinking was our lowest views ever. So I may not watch it.
Oh, okay.
Harrison Ford is great in it. I love it. It's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
Chad, you watched a Harrison Ford something or other, didn't you?
No, kind of. Harrison Ford adjacent, we should say. I watched what's the name of the show called, Austin?
Presumed Innocent.
Presumed Innocent. Yeah, the remake. With Jake Gyllenhaal. It's really, really good. Really,
Yes, it
really good.
is.
Yeah, so I unknowingly watched it due to an Austin recommendation. I was like, somebody mentioned the show. Let me just watch it. And
If he knew it was Austin, he wouldn't have done it.
no,
Yeah,
I would have done
good
it.
recommendations.
I would have done it,
So-
but I just didn't know. So like afterwards, I went to the group chat and I was like, "Hey, you guys got to watch this." And Austin was like, "I told you to."
Is it? Did you say it's 8 parts?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 episodes.
It's like a limited series,
And if I saw the movie,
but does it matter at all?
no.
yeah.
No, they're like not even really correlated minus the name. I mean, they
okay,
are,
so
but
it's
they're
a
not.
different.
Yeah, it's
I think
really
it's like-
good.
I think it's. Don't quote me here because I haven't read the book, but somebody told me it was like more so
Yeah.
based on the book than the movie.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh,
the
but
same.
is it the same crime?
Yeah. I mean, obviously
So I
there's
know they
twists
have
and
like-
stuff.
Similar premise.
No,
yeah.
you don't. No, you don't. That's the thing.
No,
Oh,
it's,
they
it's
changed the
completely
ending
different.
for the movie?
Yeah, it's completely
com-
different. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the show is completely different.
it's
Okay.
so good. It's so
Yeah,
if you
it
haven't
really
seen
is.
it, watch it. I mean, the performances were incredible. The plot is awesome. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah, my jaw
I mean,
dropped in the last episode multiple times.
Yeah,
I brought up Lincoln Lawyer a couple weeks ago. We went back and watched the movie because my wife and I had never seen the movie, and the show was so much better.
yeah.
It is.
That was the quintessential just McConaughey being McConaughey in that movie. It gets a little
McConaughey.
it gets a little old
McConaughey?
after a while.
Who's
McConaughey?
McConaughey?
McConaughey? Matthew McConaughey?
Oh,
McConaughey?
jeez.
McConaughey?
Never. Oh my goodness. Oh my. The pronunciation police here. Jeez.
If you saw Matthew McConaughey's cachet.
Oh my. So actually we did watch something terrible this week, and that is unfortunately The Paper, the spinoff from The Office.
Yeah.
Do you guys do you guys want me to list the reasons why it's bad, or do you want me to wait for you to watch it?
Just
I
yeah.
don't
I've already
care.
watched the first episode, and I have no desire to watch the second.
Oh, okay,
I'm
Mike,
sure
so
I
you're with
will
me.
at some point, but
Number one, Esmeralda is a cartoon character and just unwatchable. She's terrible. I can't do it. Number two,
I mean, Dwight's
the-
kind of a cartoon character, but
but he's awesome.
yeah,
No,
he's
she's
awesome though.
Yeah.
she's a bad cartoon character.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a cartoon you would just change the channel. Number two, the English guy is just doing an impression of Ricky Gervais, and it's embarrassing. I mean, it's a pretty good impression of Ricky Gervais in The Office, but it's embarrassing. Number three, there's a guy trying to be Dwight. So I can't.
That
there's,
was my
like-
biggest fear, was that they
Yeah.
were gonna
Yeah.
like try to
Try to
replace the
recreate,
characters,
yeah.
with
And
like
they-
new age kind of personalities.
Yep, and they did. And also, unfortunately, I know one of the writers. I know him by listening to his podcast. So I don't actually know him, but I know of him.
what an idiot.
You know him the same way that I know like
Jordan
the
Love.
King of England. Like
Does he have a
I've
podcast?
seen his speeches.
Yes, correct. No, but I listened to the Rights to Ricky Sanchez quite a bit. I said the name because I am down with TTP. But Mike Levin, the one of the hosts of that podcast, does an amazing job. Is a writer on the paper, and I just feel so bad. He got credited for writing the third episode, and I couldn't even get to it. I feel so bad.
That's rough.
Oh, yeah, my wife. I looked over at my wife, and the look on her face was just horrifying. I was like, "Oh, yeah, let's
Yeah,
just turn this off."
Let's all do ourselves a favor and just skip that and then go back to the extended Office episodes on Peacock.
I even liked the webisodes that they did with like Pam and Angela. Those were not bad.
I don't think I've seen those.
The
If you're
podcast,
Jojen,
good.
I think they're
Yeah,
still
those
out there.
the podcast
Um,
they did, or what is it?
The podcast was great,
They're,
but they
they're
also
mini
did
episodes with the
little-
with the finance and accounting area. It's
yeah,
just
they're
them,
little
right? Yeah.
webisodes. Yeah,
Episodes.
they were fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah, I haven't seen
Google that, Chad. I think they're still out there. It's like original Office content for you.
that. Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Yeah, but that's it for that show. Unfortunately, I will not go back.
Just
Austin,
forgive
anything
me,
good
like
for
when I come back next week and I'm like, guys, somebody showed me this Office.
Austin, anything good for you?
Um,
Is it Halloween spooky season for you yet?
Yeah, we've been watching a ton of that, but I'd already seen pretty much all of them, I think. But now we watched Girl Interrupted. I'd never seen it. The
I don't
movie
know
from
that one.
1999 with
I've
Winona
heard of it.
Ryder and Angelina Jolie.
Mm.
It's like a psychological thriller, like one of those. Well, not really a thriller. It's like a psychological movie. It messes with your mind multiple times, and then all of a sudden it ends, and you're like, "Huh?"
I think you're right. I think that's what they call them, is psychological thrillers or something like that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I had to split it and watch it in two different parts, but I was really ready to watch the second half, and it didn't let me down.
I was in the
Nice.
prime of my life in 1999. I didn't have time for movies.
I was 7, so I wasn't allowed to watch that.
I was 25 and I was living. LIVIN. All right, y'all. We got anything else?
No, man. Week 2. Let's go.
Yeah, I hear you. This has been the front office.
Peace.
Powered by Riverside.